Hi, this is Steve from Stain Reputation. Today I want to show my new laser engraver. This is the Monport Onyx-R 55 watt CO2 laser engraver. I've already unboxed it. There's plenty of videos out there showing unboxing this particular machine, but I wanted to show you what comes with this and getting it set up today. One thing that comes with this that I'm probably not going to use is I already have one. This is an inline fan for helping extract the smoke and debris out of the machine as it does engraving. So that'll help the fan that's already on the machine. Comes with two of the flexible ducts that'll hook into the fan, so you can pull one out of the machine and then one on the other side of the fan to blow it outside of your work area. Also is included in this little box is a kit with the things that you need to get it set up. Look at this machine. It's a little bit bigger than the 40 watt CO2 laser that I have, so hopefully this gives you more flexibility, a little more power, a little more ability. It also has a camera, which is I think is going to be very useful in being able to position material, best use the material as you do cutting, make sure things are going to be right where you want them as it does the engravings. And to show you what components are in the little kit box here that comes with the laser engraver is a power cord, series of Allen keys for adjusting different parts within the machine, has hose clamps, it's like cotton swabs for cleaning the mirrors, I'm guessing, a couple extra fuses. That might be a little concerning that they include fuses, so it may blow some fuses. Looks like it has a test piece kind of showing what this particular machine was able to accomplish. I guess this is probably something they test on every machine as it goes out. Has an Ethernet cable. Guess it's an adjustment tool. Here is the flash drive with the free software that is included, but not Lightburn. User manual. And then the connection cables for connecting up to the computer and also connecting up the camera to the computer so it can output signal to the system, to Lightburn and such, so that you can see where things are going to be placed on the bed. Also comes with a honeycomb, removable honeycomb. Looks like a pretty nice one. That fits in there, kind of gives you the general idea of the size of materials that it can be ran within the field that operates on this machine. All right, let's take a quick look inside the machine to see the components and the laser setup. One of the nice things about this machine, let me pull back just a little bit. You can see that this machine has struts that allow for the top to stay up in place without it dropping down on you, which I guess is a nice safety feature. It also helps protect the camera, I imagine. As we look in, below this box, the laser tube is in there. It rides on the rail that the laser unit itself works on. So it goes back and forth. It's well protected, hopefully keeps the dirt and dust off of that, keep the tube, make sure it lasts as long as it possibly can be. The laser head is here. It does come with built-in air assist, so that'll help blow and keep control of dust and particles and hopefully flames. Nice things about this unit, instead of using just contact switches, it has solid state switches for like the limit control. So as it gets over there, those are probably last longer and probably are a little more robust, and as far as probably a little more accurate than just the standard mechanical switches. Chiller is built into the machine. You don't have to have your own external chiller like my other machine has. And then all the logic, the power supply, the fan, everything is on this side of the machine underneath these panels. These panels are removable, so if you need to get access into there to fill up more water in the reservoir, work on the mirrors, you can get access. So it's pretty easy to get access to be able to work on and maintain this machine as used over time. Right now, this is set up where I don't have the honeycomb in, so you can see a deep well to it. So you could probably set up a rotary system to be able to do rotary like tumblers and things like that. One of the different things with this and my other machine is I pull this back. In the back here, there is a plug that's dedicated to a rotary access. So you can plug in, looks like it's a 4-pin screw-in adapter. I think it's a pretty standard one for a lot of the rotary systems anymore. And it also has its own on-off switch, so you don't have to move and change any of the wiring connecting to the control board to use a rotary. You just plug it in, turn the switch on, and it's already set up to do a rotary that way. So again, very nice features within an upgraded machine from the more basic one that I had previously. So really looking forward to seeing what the capabilities of this machine are as far as, doing better engraving. I know it's a lot faster. I think top speed is 500 millimeters per second. And so I'm really looking forward to the upgrade, the advantages that this machine will bring to my work. As we come around to the back of the machine, I just see the different inputs. Here is the basic smoke fan. Pretty small, pretty basic fan that'll help the extraction. Probably is a little underpowered, that's why they'll give you the inline fan to help with the extraction. Typical power switch, plug in for your power cord. And over here you have a port, a USB port for your camera, the computer, and also an Ethernet port. One of the things that this one does allow is that you can actually do a pass-through. There is a small gap here. There's a little silicone plug in here you can take out here and in the front to allow you to put larger material through. Have to be awful thin. It's probably no more than probably quarter inch gap there. But if you have a larger board that you're trying to maybe engrave in the middle, that gives you an option to you use that as far as passing through the material. Doesn't have any conveyor or anything like that. It's just so that you could fit a larger piece into the machine as you're doing the engraving. Another feature I wanted to show you about the Monport Onyx is that on the panels are removable on the side, so you can get access to the equipment. Opening this left-hand side, get the panel out of the way. You can see that is where the cooling system is. The cooling system here is integrated into the machine, so there's a reserve tank here. Follow the lines up and the lines go into the laser. Nice thing about the laser, it is on its own gantry, so it stays put. The relationship to the mirrors is fixed, and so it really makes sure things are aligned and it keeps everything in line very well. One thing I will note, this comes, you can see it's green fluid, so it has a little bit of antifreeze in it, which is good. Mine was not real full when I got it, and there was still a bubble back in the laser tube. And if I can zoom in, there is still a little bit of a bubble in this one. But a lot of times if you can just squeeze the hoses a little bit, you'll get that bubble to pass on through, just like that. I did that. So helping by filling up the reserve tank a little bit more and just kind of monitoring that. One of the favorite things that I like to engrave are slate coasters. I think they come out really nice and have a good look. Really a great gift for people for holidays, for weddings, things like that. So it's something I've done a number on my older machine. So let's see how the Monport Onyx does on engraving slate. Let's close the lid. I've already aligned my design in Lightburn to reach and hit on the coasters using the camera. One of the favorite features I like of the Onyx is the new camera. Miss that when using the other machine, so I find that is a great benefit to this new machine. So let's start the job and let's see how these turn out when we're engraving on the slate. The wording seems to be coming out really nice, crisp and clear, and very good color on the slate, so I think it's going to turn out really well. Let's see how it goes. This one has a design of the American flag on it also. Starting to engrave the picture of the flag on here. So let's see how that looks. Still very bright, very visible against the black slate. I think these are going to look really good. The 55-watt laser here in the Onyx-R is a lot faster than my 40-watt laser. I'm doing this engraving at a speed of 300, power setting of 40. So looks like it's going to come out really nice, but I think the speed of this makes doing these coasters a lot more economical and easier to produce using the camera to line things very well onto the coasters. One thing I've noticed as this machine runs, I'm not sure if you can hear it in the audio in this recording, but there's a little bit of a clank as the laser head is moving back and forth. I'm pretty sure that is just the protective cable around the wiring that goes to the head. As it unrolls and rolls back up, I think it kind of makes a clanking sound as it rolls in and out. Doesn't seem to be hitting anything, it hasn't seemed to cause any problems, but it does make a little bit of noise. Looks like it's now engraving the words that are on top of the flag, and that'll be the very top thing on these coasters. So probably another minute or so. I think each coaster takes about 3.5 minutes to do the engraving. Possibly could speed it up a little bit, but I really want the quality. I think these look really nice, so I don't think that's a bad time to be able to do a coaster. Typically, if I create and sell coasters, I sell them for about $20 for a set of 4. So I think that's pretty fair, and I think the quality of these come out really well, and I think the design really shows through against the black back of the slate coaster. Okay, the machine's done with the engraving. Let's pop this open the lid and see what it looks like. Here are the coasters after they've been cleaned up with a little bit of LA Awesome cleaner. That seems to work really well, and it's a dollar store, so very cost effective. But when you look at them, I think they look really nice. I think people would be proud to have these in their home. And again, a great project for Memorial Day, upcoming 4th of July. I think these would be a great addition to anyone's table. Here, I'm etching on the back of a 12 by 12 mirror. You can get these at a big box retail hardware store like Lowe's, Menards. They come in a pack of like 5 or 6, but really nice mirror. You etch off the backing of the mirror that makes the mirror, and so you can just show through the wording or what you're engraving onto the back of the mirror. Don't forget you have to flip over or flip your design so that it's a reverse, so that when you look through the mirror, you'll be able to see it correctly. So we'll make sure that you're not looking at things backwards, but I think this is going to be a nice project. So let's see how this turns out at the end. All right, the machine is done with the engraving. Let's take a look and see how this appears when we flip it over and see if we can see the writing through the mirror. Pretty dusty, gives off some fumes, so make sure you're ventilating really well when you run like mirrors. The material on the back that you burn off is a bit has a bit of an odor to it. All right, let's see. Oh, get this down, maybe we can see it a little better here. Hard to see in a mirror, I know, but really looking at that, that looks really nice. If I tilt it like that, you can probably see it the best way. You can see the writing very clearly in the mirror. There's still fingerprints on it, but well, I think that came out really, really nice. First time I've done anything on a mirror. I like this. I think this would be a great way to commemorate wedding anniversaries, special dates, special people. All right, now the engraving is all done. Let's take a look at the final product. I took the mirror and put a little coating of white spray paint on the back of it just so make sure the lettering stands out really well. I think it came out really nice. You can really read see the details, read the wording against the mirror. I think it's a wonderful example of what you can do with the Monport Onyx, and just I think this would be a great addition for special occasions, a gift for anyone that's celebrating. Here are my final thoughts about the Monport Onyx-R 55-watt laser engraver. Really, for me, this has been a really large upgrade from my K40 machine. The features, the power, the larger bed on this one have really allowed me to do more things within the engraving world, different materials, larger items. I think this will be a real positive step forward in my venture in kind of doing my hobby, and sometimes selling a few things as a side business. So really feel that this machine has been a great upgrade for me and what I need. Some of the key features I feel that really important that this machine brings to it over the K40 is the camera and the autofocus. I think I've said that a couple times, but I feel that that's been really a big improvement for me and an upgrade in being able to be more efficient, make sure what my product's going to look like, and have less waste. So I think those have been really key for me. As you can see here, some of the things that I have made on this machine, including this bottle, which is engraved for a friend. I did the sign in acrylic for my company, Stained Reputation. I've also done engravings on wood, the coasters, the slate coasters, like you've seen in the video, and also the mirror that we saw in the video. Those are things that are really help me expand what I can offer, what I can do for friends, for gifts, for even selling on online, things like that. So I feel that this has been a really good investment. This has been a positive step forward in my ability to do things within the laser engraving world, and I'm looking forward to doing new and better things. Hopefully I will bring some new videos about as I do new projects with this machine. So look forward to those in the future. Please feel free to follow, like, and subscribe down below for my page, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you for watching.